Dear parents and carers, it's lovely to be with you again via video today. We're almost there. Hold your breath. We're almost there. Children are back with us on Monday, which I know they are very much looking forward to, and so are you. All the feedback we've been having during virtual school is very much of that nature. In fact, we're not quite sure here at St Osyth whether the children are more excited about coming back on Monday or whether the parents are more excited that they're coming back on Monday. But Monday will be great, and it will be terrific to be back together, physically together, as our school family. There's just a few things I thought I'd run through just to make sure they're all nice and clear. We don't want any confusion, questions, queries, any worries for anybody over the weekend. So just a couple of things. You've obviously got the risk assessment now on the website, so please do look at that. I know it's quite a long document, so I'm just going to run through a few things that are of, I think, particular importance to you. One change, obviously, is the home testing. So we sent information home about that on last Friday afternoon, and I know it's been in the media as well. If you've got any queries about the home testing, please do ring the office. They can point you in the right direction of the government website, but it all comes via them. So we don't pass out those tests or collect in results or anything. That's all via the system that government has set up centrally. Obviously, we've got staff also testing. There's a slightly different system for them, but both those measures give us reassurance that we're reducing anything asymptomatic within the school community, and that helping to keep us all safe. I mentioned the risk assessment and having a look at that. If you haven't had a chance to do so, and I know it's a long document by the very nature of it, it's a long document because we really do want to carefully think about absolutely everything we can do to keep everybody safe. So with it being a long document, if you don't want to read through it all, and I get that, please have a look through the last, almost last part of it, this Appendix D, which I'm going to be seeing the colleagues email home later on today. Please have a look at that one in particular, because it has the key information really for you about start and end of school times and various other things. So reminder that obviously once you're coming onto the school site, please do wear a mask. That's very important all the time that you're on the site from the gate. Please do wear a mask. You'll find that staff are doing the same. We've got staggered start and end times of the day, very similar to how we had in the autumn term. Now, looking at the way that things worked in the autumn term, looking at the latest guidance with the asymptomatic testing and reducing risk because of that, what we've done actually, and I'm going to just run through these with you, as I say, I want it all to be clear, we've adjusted those staggered start and end times. So it's a slightly reduced period of time overall. We know from the way that we were looking at things last term, and as I say, those asymptomatic home testing approach, that's actually going to be okay. We believe that's going to be okay. Now, if we need to change anything, we will, but I'm just going to run through these times so it's nice and clear. One thing that hasn't changed over the lockdown is my need for reading glasses. Let's have a look. So, upper school. They're going to arrive at 8:35 in the morning, please. Just as near as you can get to 8:35 if you've got a child in upper school in the morning. And then they're going to leave at 3:15. So they're arriving just slightly later in the morning and leaving a little earlier in the afternoon. So upper school, it's an 8:35 start and a 3:15 p.m. leave. Middle school, so they're just a 5-minute difference to that. So that's arriving at 8:40 a.m. in the morning and leaving at 3:10 in the afternoon. So middle school, their school day starts at 8:40 in the morning and finishes at 3:10 in the afternoon. And then lower school and reception, they're going to arrive at 8:45 p.m. in the morning and then leave at 3:05 in the afternoon. So lower school reception, that's arriving at 8:45 in the morning and leaving just after 3 o'clock, 3:05 in the afternoon. As I say, we believe that's going to work, having looked at the way that things operated in the autumn term, looking at the latest guidance and things that we're doing now. And also, we really hope that kind of listening to parents and carers who have got children in multiple phases, actually that makes it a lot easier, that sort of dropping children into school and picking them up again. Hopefully that should make it much easier. So I just wanted to make that nice and clear. One of the things that's also different, and I'm just going to point this out, in the guidance that schools have had, is we've got a bit more opportunity really to make sure that if we've got any concerns about a child, parent, showing symptoms and things, we can in fact say, no, actually, sorry, you can't come to school right now. Go and get a test, go and make sure that you are okay. And that's not about being negative or rejecting anybody or anything personal. That's just about putting the wider safety of everybody as being the top priority. So I'm just going to mention this, the guidance, I'm just going to read you actually the exact guidance. It says, In the vast majority of cases, parents and carers will be in agreement that a pupil with symptoms should not attend the school. And that's absolutely what we found in the autumn term. We really appreciated the support of parents then. However, the guidance goes on and says, given the potential risk to others, in the event that a parent or carer insists on a pupil attending your school, you can take the decision, that is the school, the head teacher, can take the decision to refuse the pupil if, in your reasonable judgment, it is necessary to protect your pupils and staff from possible infection with coronavirus. So we know that in the autumn term we had great support and worked really well with parents, and they worked well with us to make sure that if anybody has symptoms, we get that checked out, we make sure everybody's safe. We have actually got that extra kind of safety net this term in with the guidance. So that's a good thing, I think. A couple of other things to point out that's different for this last 3 weeks of this term in terms of that guidance. We're not doing any trips at all. So you'll find there are no day trips, no residential trips at all this term, and that's very important. The government haven't decided beyond that. Obviously, they've got this stepped approach that we've actually summarised. You'll see if you've read the last appendix, E, I think it is E or F, in the risk assessment, you'll find actually we've got summaries of this stepped approach that the government are taking. Well, with that, we don't know about trips, either residential or day for the summer term. We're going to keep that under review. Obviously, for the children's sake, we would love them to go ahead. You know, it'd be great to take them out on a day trip, residential trips and so on. But we are going to be very much guided by what government and Essex and things are saying and making sure that everybody is safe. Okay, I think they're all the key things really for next week, because everything else in school will operate pretty much, as I say, as it did in the autumn term. School dinners and break times and all sorts of things. It's pretty much as we were in the autumn term. I will just mention with this, we've obviously moved during the lockdown to some of these video messages, and they've been really well received. So very genuinely, we are keen to know, I'm keen to know, whether you would rather us as a school go back to weekly newsletters in a similar way to what we did before. So sending them out on a Friday via email, popping them up on the website, PDF document, or whether you'd rather more of a video approach. And I did one of these each day, and we uploaded it onto YouTube and sent you the link. We're, to be honest with you, you know, those newsletters, these weekly videos, they're very much for you. They're not for us at all. They're very much for you. We want to know what's going to work best for the majority of parents and carers. So next week, we'll send out a very short, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 questionnaire, just to let us know about actually what are your thoughts, and we'll look at that and see if we can go with the majority view, really, on what's going to be most helpful for you in regard to the way that you get information each week. So please, when that comes out next week, it'll be great to hear your views. That's going to help us to make a decision to help you. That's the aim. So I think that's it. I'm just going to wish you a lovely, safe and happy weekend. And as I say, we're very, very much looking forward. Everybody here is very much looking forward to seeing yourselves, seeing your children and being back together again as our St. Osyth family. Take care for now.